Are you able to see my screen? So what we discussed last class? When the given bond enthalpy, in that case of reaction, delta H reactant minus delta H product. Got it? Just revise 2 minutes class notes. Just revise last class notes what we discussed clearly. How to find out neutralization enthalpy. Those things, please find out. You can try some questions. First, you can revise class notes properly. Revise. Solve this question. Okay, note down and write these questions. Where they asked previous one question, CC bond and CH bond, which is stronger bond? They asked that one, sir. CC bond and CH bond, which is stronger bond? Just look into that values, then you answer, then give. Just look into here, value, sir, then provide answer. One 47 kilocalorie. Right. HH bond 104. Try these questions. Here, when they given bond energies, then delta H formula, we have that one very simple. Delta H equal to H reactant minus H products. So here CH bonds, how many, sir? 2 CH bonds. Reactants, first we can take it. Reactants and products. Reactant minus products. Reactants, what they given? CH bond and how many CH bond and is here? 2 into 400 plus how many CCl bonds are? 2 CCl bonds. 2 into how many CLs are? 2, 320. The sigma of reactants minus sigma of products. Reactant minus products are you're writing. Their products anyway, hydrogen existing gas state, Cl is gas state, carbon is solid state. This is the standard state. That's why I can take all these are zero, sir. 0 plus 0 plus 0. Then whatever you are getting answer, that's your answer, final answer. Calculate. Because these are standard state, gas state of hydrogen, Cl, all these things. So that's why they are taking here 0 for this one. For standard state already we given, sir, 0. Can you try same pattern? Next question, just values, addition, subtractions, multiplication. That's the only formulas are here. If you know addition, subtractions, multiplication, then you can get it answer. Same thing here. Calculate the enthalpy of the following reaction. Same, H product, H reactant minus H products. Basic reaction, write it. Completed answer. This will be same. Delta H equal to H reactant minus H products. So reactant you can write C double bonds is there here. So you can write how many double bonds, how many triple bonds can you write? One double bond. Just write number of bonds. One double bond plus how many CH bonds are here? I think so 4 CH bonds. Is it correct? 4 into CH bonds. Then reactant H2 also reactant side. So reactants plus 1 HH bond energy. This is the sum of the reactants minus products. 1 CC bond here plus 6 CH bonds. Now you may can cancel, sir. If you want, you can subtract here 4 CH bonds, here 6 CH bonds. You can subtract that is also. You can get net value. It doesn't matter. You don't want to write 4 CH here and here 6 CH. Same energy value you are writing is plus and minus, that's why you can cancel also. C double bond C value how much, sir? 147. Is it correct? Plus H is 104. You want to write even properly 4 into 83. 4 into, sorry, CH bonds how much? 99. No? 4 into 99. This is minus CC bond 83 plus 6 into 99. So net value only. What is the 8 into CC bond? How much energy? 83 only, no? 83. 83. Calculate. That's your answer. What's the answer? Plus or minus you are getting, sir. Final answer. If you know calculations properly, then you can get it answer. If you don't know calculations, multiplications, then you can't get it answer. Just addition, subtraction should be perfect. To solve these problems, you have to know addition, subtractions also perfectly. Yeah, answer is negative or positive delta H? Negative. Minus 30 kilocalorie. So hydrogenation of double bond is exothermic or endothermic, sir? Double bond to single bond means exothermic process. Delta H is negative only, no? Right, one more question. Any doubt, please ask that one. If you have any doubt. And if you have any doubt, you can ask. But don't ask how to do subtraction multiplication, sir. That's a difficult question. All right, one more. Calculate the enthalpy of formation of ammonia. Calculate the enthalpy of formation of ammonia from the following bond energy data. Okay, bond energy means I wrote BU, sir. Bond energy data. So write NH bond energy. Can use the table also, sir. 389 kilojoule per mole. 389, sir. Don't get confusion, that is not other number, just 389. Next, right? HH bond energy. $435 kilojoule per mole. Right, and triple bond N. Highest energy, sir. Triple bond means more energy will be there. How much approximately? 945. Try to remember few energies more useful this is. Solve the answer. Same principle, addition, subtractions. Addition, subtractions. Nothing, sir, here, nothing. Anyone provided answer? Delta H value. We here approximately 80 people, but we got only 10 answers. Even that 10, no, most of the people repeated this. This is the final answer. Then kilojoules you can provide, sir, kilojoules. If you've done anything mistake, means nothing, sir. You don't know just multiplications, subtraction. That is the reason you are doing mistake. Nothing other reason. So here, what is the formation of, sir? N triple bond N plus 3 hydrogens, 3 into HH gives rise to NH bonds, sir. Total 3. For this reaction, delta H value I am asking. H reactant minus H, sorry, you can write delta H equal to H reactant minus H product. Reactant and triple bond value, you know that one. So things shouldn't give any mistake, all the values is correct only, write it. So 1 and triple bond N plus 3 HH. This is some minus 6 NH bonds. Which we are getting value is, this is for 2 moles, 2 moles of ammonia. This is for 2 moles. Whatever delta H we are getting, that value is for 2 moles. But we need always for 1 mole, then by 2. Then by 2. That is the answer. Anyone you got minus 41.82. Answer is minus 41.82 kilojoule per mole. Anyone you got it answer? Please check it. Anyone who got answer, you can check it. If anyone have doubt, Arey Vijay Rubesh, please check it. What is why done mistake? There nothing, are only calculations, additions, subtractions. Those you do, they are not perfect. That is the reason you people are not getting answers. The chemistry is not there that much, just multiplications. This is the mathematics only, now. Where is the chemistry here? Any doubts here? Please check it. If you are coming late, means that is your wish, sir. You are learning or not, up to you, that one. Don't blame me. My time is 2 o'clock. I am coming 2 o'clock. So I am starting my teaching. Raghavendra, I told you that one. If you are getting something different value, means you done mistake, multiplications, additions, subtractions. That is the only thing. Very clearly I mentioned formula here. If you want, you can check it. Very clearly, just go N triple bond energy plus 3 into HH energy, substitute minus, then get answer that is per 2 moles. But our answer is per mole always. Keep in mind, sir, per mole is the answer, perfect answer. Okay, we can move further. This type of questions is there, but we have to practice more, sir. But process is same, formula is same. Anyway, they mention something logics, then think that one. But basic idea this is, can try. If you are not getting any answers, we'll see later. Send me through WhatsApp. You can write. Then what is the remaining next thermodynamics? We are almost 5 to 6 classes lagging, sir, compared to NEET. I think so. NEET completed equilibrium, na? So we have to move a little bit. Enthalpy of solution. So you brief idea. Enthalpy of dilution, enthalpy of solution, all these things. And lattice energies are already completed. Lattice energy, right? Lattice enthalpy. You can write siding. Write lattice enthalpy siding. Please write it. Lattice enthalpy. Please write lattice enthalpy. And lattice enthalpy calculated by using Tesla, by using Born-Haber calculated by using Tesla. Okay. Lattice enthalpy are calculating by using Born-Haber circle, but main principle involved here Tesla. Here main principle involved here Tesla. Okay. This is for you homework only, sir, because already I discussed number of examples. So just values only here they are providing, just values, substitute values, just values. Ionization energy, this is the direct NaCl formation. Then bond dissociation energy they provided. Then sublimation energy, hydration energy, everything, sir. Just energies they are giving. Then overall energy they are going to be add that one. Then finally you will get one value. Lattice enthalpy of NaCl formation, we will get it finally. By adding all the values, just follow our previous procedure, sir. Just follow our previous procedure. No need to follow anything new here, sir. Anything new, no need to follow. Right siding lattice enthalpy. Then write homework in bracket. Read and write. Already we done some methods now, some type of enthalpies. Even this is already completed also. So this is you have to give star mark, then read and note down. You can read and find out. In CPC values, you know that one CV equal to 3/2 for monatomic gases. 5 by 1. Mention of this is. So at 0 degree centigrade means we can find out if different temperatures means we have to add at 0 degree centigrade plus at different degree centigrade. If they're adding sir completely, we're getting finally ionization enthalpy equal to E naught ionization at 0 degree centigrade plus at different temperature 5/2 R. Electron enthalpy exactly opposite this value only, na? So that's why they are multiplying minus electron affinity minus 5/2 R. Electron gain enthalpy is different, sir. Opposite to ionization energy. Why ionization energy we are supplying energy? Electron gain enthalpy is releasing energy. So lattice energy you can take it homework. Fine. Next enthalpy of solution we will discuss. Enthalpy of solution, enthalpy of dilution. Both we will discuss. Write enthalpy of solution. Enthalpy of solution you can write it, sir. Next heading, right? Enthalpy of solution. Enthalpy of solution. Please write it. Next heading, enthalpy of solution. Please read, which is already completed. You have to done that is again. Lattice enthalpy. Right? Enthalpy of solution. I have nothing here. Enthalpy of solution means itself meaning they given. Enthalpy means energy only. Suppose I am taking here solution. Then we are dissolving. Mostly our reference is 1 mole, sir. Keep in mind. Our reference is 1 mole. So 1 mole substance I am dissolving here, then how much energy releases? That's we call enthalpy of solution. In that case, suppose cation anion is there, both you have to consider this. I can write here enthalpy of solutions are we are writing. Enthalpy of solution. Delta H solution. If I am writing not mean that is standard conditions. Write it. It is the enthalpy change. It is the enthalpy change the enthalpy means we are calculating heat of the substance at constant temperature and pressure. Please keep in mind. Enthalpy means which is the P sir, constant pressure. Change when 1 mole of solute is dissolved in large excess of solvent. Large excess of solvent. Large excess of a solvent. So that further addition of solvent. So that further addition of solvent does not produce any more heat change. Any more heat change. But condition is 1 mole. Please underline that is always 1 mole our reference. Meaning you got this one? Right here, for example, H2O, H2SO4, sir. So liquid. If solvent is water, sir, then I'm going to take aqueous meaning. H2 or aqueous they will provide aqueous AQ. That will provide H2O, H2SO4 aqueous. That releases energy is delta H equal to minus 20.2 kilocalorie. Same like KCl also. Because they're dissolving water, that releases energy. KCl plus. This is solid state. Aqueous means water. That become KCl aqueous. Delta H equal to what? Right side. .4 kilocalorie. Exothermic or endothermic cell, which is based on sign, you can decide that one. KOH solid plus aqueous gives rise KOH aqueous. The delta H not equal to all the delta H not answer. Minus 13.3 kilocalorie. Yeah, it is similar to making solution only. So in this case, delta H solution means we make and write, sir. Suppose delta H solution equal to H of K plus N. The solutions are water aqueous solution plus enthalpy of OH minus N. The total sum this is. So make and write hydration energy, sir, when dissolving in water. Enthalpy of solution. You can write solution of K plus and solution of OH minus. That sum equal to delta H solution. That sum equal to delta H solution. Of course, they can dissociate no ions. But then water soluble means KCl soluble. K plus Cl minus will get or not? H2SO4, H plus OH minus will get. Okay, here I given something H2SO4 you have to write. Now why H2? Please write it H2SO4, so this is. First one, H2SO4. Okay, wait. Correct only. Water aqueous, no? Write it. Water aqueous. Correct. Water or H2 or aqueous, both are correct, sir. Fine. Now, enthalpy of hydration, I given definition also, I think you know that one. Enthalpy of hydration energy. Solution is total surfaces. Okay. Hydration means individual ions or molecule. So I am trying to give this is enthalpy of hydration. Is right. Enthalpy of hydrogen. Enthalpy of hydration. Sorry. Hydration. So delta H hydration you can write. Delta H hydration. Standard conditions. Right. Enthalpy of hydration of right. Enthalpy of hydration of an anhydrous. All the principles is same, sir. Delta H product minus reactant. Very few, I only bond energy they given, that is the delta H reactant minus product. Remaining all the cases product minus reactants. Or partially hydrated salt is defined as the enthalpy change when 1 mole, always keep in mind, sir, 1 mole of it combined with liquescent amount of water to form a new hydrated stable salt. To form a new hydrated stable salt. So I'm giving sir everything I'm going to give clearly. With example I will give sir. With example I will give. CuSO4, that is solid state sir. When they're reacting with 5H2O, at a 10th standard also you have this question sir. This colorless that become blue color when they react with one 10th standard question you have this one. Salts, acid basis salts. One chapter is there. In that chapter, same question sir. CuSO4 dot 5H2O solid. In this process, they are gaining some water molecules, it releases some energy, sir. Okay. And that value they are given minus 78.2 kilojoule. But you can see step by step. Then I am adding here extra water, H2O excess. I will get here CuSO4 aqueous. Now we can see all the cases. This is delta H1 I am taking. This is delta H2. This reaction here to here. This is delta H3. I am adding here excess water. Directly I am adding excess water. When we are adding excess water, that's we call enthalpy of solution, sir. Enthalpy of solution. So I can write here delta H solution equal to delta H1 plus delta H2. Can I write anything wrong? Step by step or even. That's only Hess law principle. Step 1, step 2, I can write. In examination, they will provide out of 3, 2 values they will provide, third one they can ask. Only first step only, sir. First step only enthalpy of hydration. Only first step. This is last one is enthalpy of solution. This is S3 equal to enthalpy of solution. First step is I am writing here enthalpy of hydration, delta H hydration. Clear. If we are adding excess water, we can get aqueous solution that completely. That becomes solution. So wherever we are adding excess water means that is enthalpy of solution. Can I write like this? Yes, yes, correct, correct. So delta H3 equal to according to Hess law, delta H1 and H2 I can write, sir. First one I am assuming delta H1, second one delta H2. Delta H3 equal to, you can write it. This is nothing but delta H3 only, sir. Delta H3 equal to delta H1 plus delta H2. I can write it, sir. This is I am assuming delta H3. So this is from Hess law. We can apply, sir. Very simple, all these things. They will provide every case energy value. Just add or subtract. That's the only your job. Add or subtract. This is the only your job, sir. Completed. Then what they given next one? Okay, dilution means same thing, sir. We are adding excess water, that's we call dilution. Enthalpy of dilution means we are adding more amount of water, sir, step by step. Then we are getting that is dilution. For example, you can see step 1 HCl. Here 10 molecules of water, you can assume that they're adding this much of energy you are getting. Then 25 they're adding this much of energy. Then 40 moles of aqueous, this is at infinity dilution, we're getting finally this is the answer. So at infinity dilution, we can say there is enthalpy of solution. So step by step, sir, this is we call dilution. Upon dilution, we are getting values, energy changes, enthalpy of dilution. This is small amount we are adding, sir, small amount. We are adding at a time means that is enthalpy of solution, but we are adding step by step means that's enthalpy of dilution. Think so. Almost we covered everything except all of thermodynamics. Please check it. All enthalpies we given. Please check it. All enthalpies. Anything we miss? Let's just look into your NCERT. Anything is remaining, just find from your NCERT book by using your NCERT book. Anything we forgot, we left, please find out. This is we make and see, sir. This is delta H measurement at constant pressure, at constant volume. At constant pressure, at constant volume, sir. This is you can see delta H calorimeter. They are telling this the arrangement we call calorimeter. This arrangement we call calorimeter. Array here very simple, sir. This relation already provided. Please check it. This relation already given. Can you check it? That relation already provided or not? Delta H equal to delta U plus NR delta T supposed to be. In gas state also I provided, sir. Gas state also. Check it your notes. I provided, I think, everything I given. Mostly I won't leave, sir, anything. 99%. By mistakenly anything missing, that's we can't say, but 99% I won't leave. Measurement of delta U and delta H by using calorimeter. This is just setup only calorimeter, sir. This is just setup only calorimeter. So this is the calorimeter arrangement. Here we are taking some substance. They provided here. Sample they given, sir, blue color. Just you can see diagram. Very simple this is. Okay. In physics, you are going to do too many problems based on calorimeter. But in our chemistry, most of the problems based on delta H, delta U, that's already given bond enthalpies. Based on bond enthalpies, we have questions. In physics, we are going to do this very big topic for you. In chemistry, not like that. This is the relation they are going to be asking problems, or separately delta H calculation, or for given reaction, they after calculating delta H, they make and ask delta U. By knowing delta Ng, in place of R, I can write actual delta H equal to delta U plus delta Ng RT. By using this, the mostly formula, sir. By using this formula, they can ask you questions. Keep in mind, okay? They provide delta H. How to calculate? By using bond enthalpy, sir. After that, they can ask delta U value. The delta Ng also they will provide how to calculate. And by giving question delta U and delta Ng, they can ask delta H value also. Anything they can ask. In calorimeter, you may can see arrangement here. This part they called bomb, which is arrangement services. Okay. And here thermometer is there to measure temperature. Stirrer, that stirring water, so that heat is all through water or complete water going to be uniformly getting heat. Whenever they are ignited sample, means ignite means they are starting to heat. Okay, this is the sample which is blue color. This sample they are going to be burning. First, they are measuring temperature T1 by using here thermometer, and they are heating. Whenever they are burning, that releases energy. Okay, whenever that releases energy, that may can transfer to energy to the water. Then temperature of the system, which is water system, that changes. That's we call T2. And heat capacity of the water, sir. You know that one. How much they are going to be absorbed? That one. Q value also. And mass of the substance, you know that one, how much they are releases energy, how much you are taking weight, you should be know that one. By knowing all these three, they will provide, sir. Actually, they are taking every time water is constant. How much heat they are taking water? Every time they are going to be take constant heat, sir. Every time. So by knowing Q value, T value, okay, everything. Q equal to MC delta T. Okay. If at constant pressure means QP, M means mass of the substance into Cp into delta T. This is the heat capacity, change in temperature T1 to T2, and mass of the substance which we are taking here inside the substance, mCp delta T. Q is the how much heat produced at constant pressure. By using this formula, you make and do problems directly, sir. Nothing here. There two things you are calculating: delta H measurement at constant pressure. At constant volume means already you know that one, Cv delta T. Okay, you know or not? Cv delta T. At constant pressure, Cp delta T. Cp delta T, Cv delta T. But they are showing only diagrams are here, nothing, only diagrams. Ultimately, how to calculate T1, T2 values only by using this experiment. By using this experiment, you have to calculate only temperature difference. Remaining mass is constant. Cp or Cv value is also going to be constant for particular substance. Only changing is delta T. By knowing delta T, how much heat energy producing I can calculate Q value. The diagram only they given, sir, nothing here. Where there's different substances have different providing heat capacities. Different substances have different heat capacity providing, sir. For example, here, that you make and take methane, it will provide something different energy. You make and take ethane or ethene. So different values, they will provide different amount of energy that can transfer here. And maybe calorific value, you know that one, per gram, sir. Calorific value means per gram. How much heat energy produces per gram? That is we call calorific value. You know that one. Food calorific value, sir. Egg, okay. Maybe your whatever food items you are taking for 100 grams per. But calorific value means per gram. Please write it. Calorific value calculating per gram. Please write it. Calorific value calculated per gram. Per gram. For example, here I am giving, sir, take calorific value. Please write siding calorific value. This is calculating. Write calorific value, sir. Spelling we can check it. Calorific value. This is calculated. Calculated per gram. For example, sir, I am giving a substance. The general equation, you know that one, how to burning of hydrocarbons or combustion of hydrocarbons. CXHY plus X plus Y by 2 O2. I think so Y by 4 now this is. Y by 4 O2 gives rise X CO2 plus Y by 2 H2. Liquid, gas state, gas state, gas state. For example, C4H10. You can balance here, sir. What is the X value? 4. You have to substitute here, sir. X value. Just compare that one. Here x equal to 4, y equal to 10. Just substitute here, you can get automatically balancing equation. 4 plus 10 by 4, sir. That many actions required. Here, 4 CO2 plus y value is 10. So 10 by 2 means 5 H2O. How much here? 4 by this is, can you balance? How much will get it? If people are not responding, some people are responding, sir, we understand everything very clear, but some people they are not responding. Are you listening or not first? Calorimeter, only simple thing, sir. Q equal to ms delta T, that is the formula. Delta T only you are measuring. Remaining gas is same. By solve such few problems in physics or chemistry can get very clarity. But you are not writing on paper, then you are not studying, means you can't get anything, sir. Wherever you go, you can go 100 coaching centers, no use of that one unless you are not studying. What's the answer here? 6.5. Yeah, I'm giving, sir. I'm discussing here. Calorific value means this is calculated per gram. I'm going to discuss, sir. I'm not completed this point first. How to balance equation? I'm giving first thing. How to balance equation for combustion? I'm giving this is. So this is for combustion. What's the value you are getting here? I think so. C4 plus H10 means 4 CO2, sir. 8 oxygens plus 5. 8 plus 5, 13. Is it correct? I think so. 13 by 2. 4 2 will get it, sir. Finally. 4 CO2 plus 5 H2. What is the calorific value means I am providing, sir. You can see here. For example, a substance in pints of air or oxygen, sir. It gives, assume that one 10 kilojoules, but a molecular weight is 20 grams, sir. A molecular weight is or atomic weight is 20 grams. Then B substance, I assume that one is egg, one is your pizza, burger, like that you can assume, sir. One person that took that is pizza, other person is burger. Assume that one this is molecular weight is 10 grams. 10 grams, sir, this is. In pints of oxygen only, even you are taking food inside, the digestion occur finally, that's oxidation only they have to take place. Then only can release energy, otherwise no. Again oxygen, it releases here 7 kilojoule energy, sir. Which one have more calorific value? That's the question. Calorific value very simple, sir. Calorific value per gram. Okay. This is 20 grams, this much, sir. Kilojoules energy. Per 1 gram, how much? So 10 into 1000, sir. This is kilogram is 1000 only, na? Can I write that joules you get by how much? 20. So what is the value you are getting here? I think so 2 times 5000 kilojoules, sir, joules, or 5 kilojoules is your answer, sir. Got it? Now same thing for B also I am going to calculate, sir. For B, calorific value. For B is calorific value. This is 10 grams, 7 kilojoules, sir. Then 1 gram, how much? 10 into 1000. Are you correct calculation? Check it first, huh? You're doing correct or not? By 10. How much will you get here? 700 joules. Is it correct or wrong? Okay, 500 joules. This is 500, not 500. This is 500 joules and this is 700 joules. Which one have more calorific value? Which one have more calorific values? A or B? 500 joules. This is 700 joules. A or B, sir? Which one have more calorific value? B. Per gram which is producing, you could not see that one, sir. This have more value compared to this is. You could not see that value. Hydrogen have highest calorific value, sir, because that is molecular weight is 2 grams. Generally, hydrogen will have highest calorific value compared to all other hydrocarbons also. So per gram, how much we are getting? That is important here. Per gram, that is we call calorific value. Is it clear? By looking, sir, it have more energy, so it have more potential. No. How much amount you are taking? That's also important. Some protein food is there. By taking small amount, also you'll get more energy. Means that is most useful. Something we are taking more fatty acids contain the things may not be that won't give much more energy initially. So which one have more calorific value? B. Got it? Now you can ask, sir, you understood or not calorific value? Please let me know that one. Calorific value, understood or not? And the remaining students also, you should be respond. Or if you are not responding means I can't get now you understood or not. Per gram you have to calculate. That is the reason I wrote very clearly first line. Very clearly I mentioned, sir, here. Per gram, we are calculating per gram. This point you have to keep in mind. Definition, that's enough. Fine. So I think so, which is the NCERT book they given, everything we covered, I hope. The NCERT book they given, that's we covered. Anything remaining, can you open your NCERT book except third law of thermodynamics? That's I'm going to give right now. Huh? Except third law of thermodynamics, remaining everything we covered. We covered that is. Just check it your NCERT book. Which part, Pranav? What you need? Except third law of thermodynamics, everything is we covered or not? Just check it your NCERT book. Except third law of thermodynamics. Just check your NCERT book. Anything is remaining which is we didn't cover from your NCERT book. Let me know that one. The reaction enthalpy nothing but delta H calculation only. Nothing, sir. Product minus reactants. A bond energy they provided means reactant minus products. That's only formula. Already we done problems those only, na? Reaction enthalpy nothing but product minus reactants. If they provided bond dissociation energies, then reactant minus products. So only two cases are given. When you have to use reactant minus products, when they provide bond energy. Okay, last example I given only one example, A and B. Which one have more calorific value? That is a question. A after burning we are getting 10 kilojoules. B burning we are getting 7 kilojoules. So which one have more calorific value? So calorific value formula, whatever that energy you are getting, per gram I have to calculate per gram. So 20 grams gives 10 kilojoules of energy. Then 1 gram how much? That's only calorific value. Same for B also. Okay, for 1 gram how much? Our target is 1 gram, sir. 10 grams we are getting 7 kilojoules of energy. Then 1 gram how much we will get? So which we are getting more value that have more calorific value. That is the last part, which is calorific part I discussed. Per gram you have to calculate which one have more energy per gram that have more calorific value. That is only I explained calorific value regarding calorific value. Any doubt, please? Alright, Kanish, I think you check that one. Everything clearly NCERT book. All concepts we covered except third law of thermodynamics. Is it correct? We didn't left anything. I think so. Or if anything left, you can ask that one. We'll discuss that one. Yeah, that's we'll discuss Saturday. Resonance energy is there. One more part. If time is there, I will discuss today only. Otherwise, Saturday I will discuss that is resonance energy calculation. So now we can see third law of thermodynamics, sir, which is according to NCERT what they given. You have to note down everything point wise. Now after that, suppose you are forgetting, sir, we didn't note it down, we didn't explain this, you can't say that word. Is there any way third law of thermodynamics, page number? For diatomic molecules, bond enthalpy equal to bond dissociation energy. Got it that point? For diatomic molecules, bond dissociation energy equal to bond enthalpy. But polyatomic molecules different. Bond enthalpy different, bond dissociation energy different. Spontaneity already covered. Gibbs energy also we covered, sir. Completed. Absolute entropy and third law of thermodynamics. They are trying to calculate absolute entropy, sir. Absolute entropy means at 0 Kelvin, they are assuming there is no disorderliness. At 0 Kelvin, there is no disorderliness. The entropy of any pure crystalline substance approaches 0 as the temperature approaches absolute 0. This is called third law of thermodynamics. Right siding third law of thermodynamics. Please right siding and note down this definition. Third law of thermodynamics. If you have any textbook, you can write, sir, more number of problems, which is we given right now very less. Really very less number of problems only given still now. Please try more number of problems by using your textbooks. Due to lack of time, we are not able to do more number of problems in the class. Otherwise, mostly we'll cover most previously JE, advanced and mains questions. But lack of time, we are not able to do that one. Right definition. Saturday class, no class Saturday. Class is there, we'll discuss. Not there, next weekends. All right, definition. What is the entropy, sir? At 0 Kelvin, entropy is 0. That is they are telling, sir. But in the universe, there is no solid, perfect crystalline solid, sir. In the universe, there is no perfect crystalline solid. Right, definition first. Can you continue that one? This is so because there is perfect order in crystals to absolute 0. Array crystal means like assume that one, all the atoms is there. They are not moving any direction. They arranges perfectly. This is called crystals. Assume that one, iron atoms or something like that. Got it? Now you can check it. But every crystal they have some randomness, sir. They have some movement. Clear? So it permits the calculation of absolute values of entropy of pure substance from thermal data alone. For a pure substance, this can be done by summing Q reversed by T. Increment from 0 Kelvin to 298 Kelvin. Standard entropies can be used to calculate standard entropies changes by the Hess law type of calculation. So what is the main use of third law of thermodynamics? We can calculate standard entropy, sir. Please write that point. By using third law of thermodynamics, we can calculate standard entropies. Standard entropies. Please write that down. By using third law of thermodynamics, we can calculate standard entropies. Standard entropies. We can calculate standard entropies, sir, by using third law of thermodynamics. At absolute zero, the entropy of perfect crystalline substance is taken as zero. That is the only statements are here. Got it? So same here also same things are delta S naught equal to S naught product minus S naught reactants. This is common, sir, everywhere. Delta S means is the basic formula. All the cases delta means wherever delta means is the only you have to write product minus reactant, except in the case of bond energies. Except in the case of bond energies. Except in the case of bond energies, everywhere we have to use same formula. And this is just solid structure I given. Assume that one is the solid, crystalline solid. This perfectly crystalline solid means at absolute zero, entropy of the any substance is zero. That we call standard. By using this one standard entropies, you can calculate, right? One uses what's the use of third law of thermodynamics? We can calculate by using third law of thermodynamics absolute entropies of, right? What is the use of that one, sir? Can you write uses? We can calculate absolute entropies of solids, liquids, and gases. And gases of different at different temperatures, sir. At different temperatures. Basic definition, this is used. Basic definition is at absolute 0 Kelvin, entropy also 0, because they are telling there is no movement of any substance at 0 Kelvin. Array, exam, syllabus, class, everything, sir. You can ask only one person. Who is that person name, sir? You can send that one through chat box. Who is that person? Whom you have to ask that one? You have to ask that person. Sunday classes is there or not? Syllabus, exams is there or not? No confusion. You can ask only one person. No need to ask too many persons. No, Sivraj sir, no, given that one. Sivraj sir. No. I am not the right person. Okay, because that schedules is changing, keeping on changing. So I don't know that is. So ask Sivraj sir. Or Ramesh, your wish that is. Ramesh or Sivraj, anyone you can ask. If subject you have any doubt, you can ask. I will try my best. Even I don't know answer, doesn't matter. Let you know that one later. Clear? Then okay, fine, no issue. No classes means no. If classes is there, you can attend. So I think so. Resonance energy is the only one small concept we left, that is not there in NCERT, but our interest we have to solve. We are interested to solve that one. Is it correct? Are Kirchhoff relations, anything the given problems, that is physics one, sir, not chemistry. Kirchhoff equation, one term is there. That's we are going to be studying physics very well. Don't expect from chemistry, that is. Now your homework is very clear, sir, in front of you. What's the homework? First thing. Right, homework. Reading of NCERT books, sir. Reading of NCERT. This is very clear, sir. Then solving of NCERT problems. Today I'm going to keep homework only NCERT books, sir. Solving of NCERT problems. Clear? Then you have to submit next Monday, whatever the date, sir. 100 problems of thermodynamics. Thermodynamics plus thermochemistry. But main concentration on thermochemistry I am expecting. You can see 70 problems thermochemistry, 30 thermodynamics. Plus thermochemistry. I will count which is you are sending questions in your notes, sir. This is the work, your basic work, sir. This is your basic work. You can try resonance energy also. If possibility is there, you can try it. Resonance energy. So this is your homework, sir. Basic homework. What is the resonance energy means? First basic definition you can get it. Only one or two problems. I will give that problems. Even later also no issue, that is. A resonance energy. First you can get basic point. Right. When a compound shows when a compound shows resonance. Resonance means delocalization of bonds only. Delocalization of bonds. Okay, nothing. Resonance. There is considerable there is considerable difference between the heat of formation, the heat of formation as calculated from bond energies and determined experimentally. So always we are expecting some value is there, resonance energy. For example, benzene, sir. Benzene, due to these resonance structures, pi bonds is moving continuously, sir. That won't be staying. Next time pi bond will get here, here, and here like that. So ultimately we are writing like benzene ring, one circle is there inside. You know that one, no? Like this. So continuously pi bond is moving. Due to moving of this pi bond, some energy will be releases. Some energy will be releases. Okay. This is we call resonance energy. This we call resonance energy. The amount of energy releases due to resonance, that's we call resonance energy. So more the resonance energy means more the stability of the compound. More the resonance energy, more the stability of the compound. More the resonance energy, more the stability of the compound. So resonance energy equal to experimental heat of formation experimental heat of formation minus, right sir, calculated heat of formation. Calculated heat of formation. This always delta H should be negative only, sir. Resonance energy should be negative. So you are going to get negative. So calculated value is more than experimental value. Experimental value is which is the present energy, sir, but some energy lost. That's why they have less energy always experimental value. This always negative, sir. Resonance energy is negative delta H. Delta H is negative always. So we'll discuss next with respect to benzene. One problem is there, that is classical example. Every time that's the one you can discuss. That's we can do next class. If you know, very simple, sir. Calculated value we are going to be get experimental value they will provide. How to calculate by giving bond energies? You know that one. Reactant minus products. If they given bond energies, reactant minus products, or combustion they given means product minus reactants. That is your delta H value. This is by calculating delta H. This is and substituting this formula you can get it, because experimental value they will provide in examination. They will provide experimental value. When only calculate value, how to calculate already know the process. Delta H either bond energies reactant minus product or product minus reactants. Okay, thank you very much. Try some problems. We'll discuss next class. This one problem. Then we can proceed next equilibrium. Okay, thank you very much.